Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden making it clear that he will debate President Trump even after House Speaker Pelosi suggested that he shouldn't.
I don't think that there should be any debates. I do not think that the President of the United States has comported himself in a way that anybody should, and that has any association with truth, evidence, data, and facts. I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with him.
As long as the commission continues down the straight and narrow as they have, I'm going to debate him. Now I know for certain that they're going to, I'm going to be a fact checker on the floor while I'm debating him. But look, I think everybody knows this man has a somewhat pathological tendency not to tell the truth.
Joining me now, Leslie Marshall and Lisa Booth, both are Fox News contributors. I'm going to tell you, ladies, what I first thought when I heard Nancy Pelosi say that. My first thought was, oh no, I am going to lose my bet with Tucker Carlson, and I have been on a streak of not losing any bets to him because I said it on air that there will be 3 debates, that they need to debate, that they both need them. But then I thought, Leslie, Nancy Pelosi doesn't just say things off the cuff. She's very strategic. Do you think she was floating a trial balloon here?
I think, if anything, she's just poking the bear, and that bear being the president, Donald Trump, and baiting him a bit. Look, there are going to be 3 debates. You'll win your bet against Tucker, and I'm glad, Dana. I like you both. Sorry, got to favor you a bit more. We've had some history together, so you'll get your money. Look, I think Joe Biden should debate. I disagree with Nancy Pelosi, Speaker Pelosi, on this, because if you look at the debates when he was up against his opponent for the Democratic nomination, sometimes he was, and I know some people are going to roll their eyes or laugh, sometimes he was his strongest when he was pushed against. That no malarkey, strong guy comes out. The other thing is, if Democrats, like Nancy Pelosi was just saying, this isn't going to be fair because there's going to be lies and untruths and there aren't going to be facts, well, then Joe Biden can push back and can demand the truth and hold Trump's feet to the fire with the truth. And if there is a lie, correct him on it right there. I think it's necessary for the American people to see both of these men debate, and I think voters pretty much have already made up their minds, not sure how much changing the debates will do.
We'll see. I mean, Lisa, I have to say that I don't feel like Speaker Pelosi is necessarily doing Joe Biden any favors, because even if she's saying it's one of those things when you're in PR and you say, I won't dignify that with a response. It's sort of like you just don't want to do it. I mean, if they think Joe Biden can't debate, they maybe should just say it.
Well, and Dana, that's the way I read her comments. I read it as a lack of confidence and a lack of faith in Joe Biden's abilities to go out and perform on the debate stage. But if I was President Trump, you want that debate because you want to talk about some of the key issues that are going on in the country now, particularly when you look at the riots and the violence in places like Kenosha County, the failure of Democrat mayors and governors to keep their citizens safe. And one thing about Kenosha I don't think is being discussed enough, that's a bellwether county where Kenosha goes, the state typically goes. And President Trump, then candidate Trump, was able to win it, the first Republican in 44 years to win that county. And even today, I reached out to my old campaign manager, Keith Gilks, who ran Walker's 2010 race and the recall. And he thinks this is so important, what's going on in Kenosha, and it's going to have a critical impact, even just looking at the fact that Kenosha County is in the Milwaukee media market. So when we're talking about suburban women, when we're talking about suburban moms, they're watching their local news and seeing businesses be looted, being burnt to the ground and not feeling safe. So that is such a critical thing that's going on in the country. I think President Trump would love to have that conversation.
It is, although I would say, just to wrap it up here, that Jacob Blake also, his story is getting a say here too. I mean, it's a bellwether, meaning that this story could speak to a lot of voters there on a lot of different issues, and not wanting any of that.
But
to
I
get
think
political.
a lot of people are waiting for the facts on that case, though, too.
Yes. Well, not everybody. Like, if you're rioting and looting, you're not waiting for facts of the case.
Well, we should be.
His mother is trying to encourage everybody to do so. I'm sorry, I've got to run. I'm getting yelled at.